Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're taking a look at Whirlpool. This is a task in the East Beskids region. This task is unlocked after completing First Contact, and we got a lot to do for this one. So we're currently starting at the task pickup location, which is on the other side of the river from the field operations base. So what we're going to be doing is, from the task pickup location, we're going to head up through the mountains here to pick up a chemical reagent, after which we're going to head on back down and dump that in the Whirlpool. Once we have that dropped off into the Whirlpool, it is time to head into the cave. And once we get into the cave, I'll tell you more about what we're doing in the cave itself. So for now, let's go pick up that chemical reagent and go from there. I am using the SIRO 72 for this, and if you have any questions about my vehicle loadout, you will find that in the description below. So we're just going to drive straight forward here and make our way over towards the Whirlpool. Got to navigate around these trees first. And from here, we're going to go right down this crack here. Stay right on the left side there. Get yourself down to the bottom. And from here, we're going to go right around the edge of the Whirlpool. And head right on up the hill. Once you get past this tree, we're going to go right on across here. And up this other little hill. And then we're going to cut through the forest here. And right on through these trees. And through the rocks here. Now, that rock pass I just passed right here, there is a rock clearage there. I've cleared it in a previous objective, but if that rock clearage is still there for you, it is 75 spare parts to clear that out. And we're going to keep going straight ahead here, right on over to this airdrop location. And right here, we're going to go ahead and grab the chemical reagent, and I'm going to grab this onyx as well, just to sell when we're done. So once we have the chemical reagent, we're going to go ahead and get turned around and make our way back towards the Whirlpool. Right on through all the trees, and then right down into this little mud pit. We're just going to go right across in between the rocks here, get back across. Here we're just going to head down, and right by our tree here, we're going to go ahead and get right across here. And you can see our marker location right over there. Just going to head right on over here and deliver the chemical reagent. Now we got to go take some water samples in the cave. So with this dropped off, we're going to follow this route over here and go to the cave. And to do that, we're going to head right up here. Now this is a tricky spot to climb up. It's much easier getting down here. But you can just kind of squeeze right through here and use this tree right here with the winch. Just pull yourself right on up. And from here, we're going to go on the left side here, right around this boulder. And then we're going to make our way through the forest and head over to the cave. Once we get around these trees here, we do have a bit of a steep climb here. Just get right on in here, let the tires grip up, and go up the hill. And once we make it over here, we're going to head down into these rocks. And just follow that right around the corner here. Right over the top of the rocks. Caught myself with the winch there. Thank you, tree branch. And from here, we're just going to head up the hill. What the? Thank you for all that damage. I really appreciate it. Anyway, right up the rocks here. And that is going to take us right to our path that we need to get into the cave. We're going to go right up and head on over this ledge here. And then we're going to head right on into the cave. Alright everybody, welcome to the cave. So we got to take 2 water samples in the cave. So we're going to be starting right here at the gateway entrance. And we're going to be making our way up through the tunnels here over to the first water sample. We're going to go ahead and grab this one. After that, we're going to follow this tunnel. And it is pretty much a straight shot through the tunnel over to the second whirlpool. I know I don't have that opened so you can visually see it. But I do have the tunnel entrance discovered. It is pretty much just a straight tunnel right there. That's the easiest way to get there. Alternatively, you can go this way. There is a tunnel right here that will take you there, but it is very muddy and it is through a messy submerged cave. So I definitely prefer coming from the top here to get to that location. So I'll show you how to get there, but let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and drive right on through the gateway here. Crumbled wall, if you will. I'm stuck on this rock. Alright. Truck is way too bouncy today. Alright, continuing on. We're just going to go right around this rock pillar here. We're going to head up under this arch. Over some more rocks here. And then from here, we're going to head right up this hill. And then we're going to head through the stone archway. And then we're just going to follow this tunnel. Just going to take it nice and easy here. There's a lot of right left here. Just kind of snaking our way through all the rocks here. A bit of a ledge here. And roll right on down. And right over here, we're going to stay on the right side, just to avoid the steep drop-off. And right over here, this is where it gets a little tricky. We're going to climb over all the rocks. And then continue to follow this tunnel. And right through the rocks here. And we're going to head up towards those golden mushrooms there. Now what is nice about these water samples is you don't actually have to put anything in your truck's inventory. we just have to drive over the blue squares. So once we hit the blue square, that's it for this one. So then we're just going to go ahead and back up, back into the chamber. And from here we can get turned around. So this is that tunnel passage I had mentioned at the beginning of the video. It is marked with purple mushrooms. It's right over here. And we're just going to follow this tunnel, and it's going to take us straight to our water sample point. It is a little tricky. There are some ledges to climb over, so you want to make sure you have a good rock crawler to get up through all this. I definitely prefer the SIRO. It is my favorite rock crawling scout. That's why you see me use it every time I have to go into a cave. Just gonna squeeze right through here. It is a low ceiling, so the camera does get a little funky through here. But as you can see, this is a very one-directional tunnel. We're just going to follow it. It's going to take us to this big open chamber just up ahead here. And you can see there's our water sample. So we're just going to go right across the water here. Use low gear to help deal with the mud and hit the blue square, and that is going to complete Whirlpool. So hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you think, and until next time, see you in the wilds. Bye-bye.